I'm going to be doing a tour of Cold Dog where the dog handlers work and show you where the administration tent location or office of Chelsea Clinton, Secretary of Cold Dog of the Cabinet of the President of the United States, pre-administration. This area right here is not too much. This will be more like a running location where the handlers will do the exercises of the dogs before they go into their actual main work. This is out here is an area that's muddy area, and there can be some quicksand in it because of the types of grasses. See them dry over and bend over. You gotta be careful out in that area. This over here, it looks like you can walk over to the river on a nice slant. But once you get past that little mound there, it drops straight down. So this area, you don't enter into the river. Now my swing of my video will be kind of fast at times, so don't get seasick. Now there's a couple trees here. There's one tree that's already set out that'll be used as where the pay will come from, and orders and communication, etc. That's where the administration, that's where Chelsea would be for her staff. And this is already set aside. I'll go down to it. You have to probably cut some steps in. And this pretty flat area right in here. And it has a location that could be used. There's a big large oak. I don't know if you can see the move of the water, but the water is moving rather rapidly. Okay, then the dog handlers will be up in this area, and they'll be uniformed. The uniform is naval dog handlers, and there will be an Army dog handlers, but they'll be up in that area. The Navy will be close to the point. The Navy will have the actual place where they can have a fire. That's in this clearing area here. Like a campfire or cooking. They'll have to have cooking out here. And this will be the smoking area. This is part 2. I'm at the camping area where the fire is going to be at. Fire is a cooking fires, and they're allowed to smoke in this area. And we have no problem in people smoking in the United States. Now, as you walk further out to the point, this will be where the training will be done for water training. And they're going to be healthy. They have to be real healthy, the dogs, when they do the water training, because this is some of the rapid water areas. Now this tree here, this is part 3, and this is the starting point of the swim of the dogs. Then they'll swim out to the first mound there with like a black shirt on top of it. And eventually there'll be like a human dummy, a mannequin body type there that the dog will have to bring something for the mannequin to hold on to So like a oh, lifesavers, not the candy, but the the foam that would keep the mannequin above water. And it's this is the first swim training between there and there. Now the next swim training is way beyond. You'll see there's another mound barely see in the video, and that's for the final experience ones that will actually make the swimming part or swimming detachment operations. They graduate and they'll have to swim all the way out to there and all the way back. Those are the dogs that you might call the top flight dogs. They're the ones that are qualified to go in the rivers and rescue in the oceans. Then the rest of the dogs will be qualified for training for investigation purposes and to look for lost people and work steep inclines as you can see along these banks. So it's good. Those dogs will be used throughout government and other areas. We should start out with at least 100 dogs because there's going to be a high demand for them, and they're not cheap. They're appropriated at least at the beginning for the training. They're appropriated $50,000 a dog. But they once they go into where they're detachments of operations, then that appropriation will come back at twofold. So when they're detached, they'll go appropriated at $100,000, and the reason why is because you don't really need a handler with them, because they'll work with anyone that carries the proper device, which is a scent that'll work the dog with their own class. So they go out to the states or counties or communities in appropriation as they request them and as they become available, and they come out as their own entity. So they're an actual detachment, and they'll muster right along with the law enforcement or rescue teams or firefighters as an own entity. So this is a tour of Code Dog. This is where we're starting, and if we do 100, the training will take about a standard training. It'll take a good 3 months, and then the dog handlers will be eventually put in the U.S. Navy or U.S. Army, and they'll be going through their training here, and there should be a number of sergeants, Marine sergeant and Army sergeant, to work, and there will be a Air Force sergeant, because there will be Air Force detachments also. So all three branches, the Air Force, Navy, which includes Coast Guard, Marines, and Army, will all be represented here. This will be the run. A lot of this will be. Now this is part 4. This will be a runway area, and some of it will be runway. And the runway is going to be built above a lot of this area. This will be close to the runway, and as we go forward, the Air Force and Naval Air, their dogs will be working with jet engines and helicopters, because some dogs will go swim out to a spot and then have to be picked up by helicopter and be trained that way. This concludes the report of Code Dog of Chelsea Clinton, Secretary, and I'm concluding the report on Code Dog's secretary for Chelsea, the Chelsea Clinton Code Dog, as noted in a number of blogs, that originated in year 2002 and it is now finally coming forward to have a jurisdiction to work in, and on Guy Ralph Perea, President of the United States.